free shipping is not free. In fact, most of the time it's more expensive. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while. As you can see, the quality's a little better, though I haven't quite got the lighting thing figured out. I bought a new camera. That way I can actually go outside and carve and show you things in focus. So anyway, the reason I'm making this video today, I want to talk about the free shipping scam. It is a scam. Free shipping is a scam. I'll tell you why. So I've written a blog post right here, and I don't really know how to make a link clicky thing, so I'm going to put it in the description down below. Also, I apologize for the cough drop. My allergies are killing me, so I don't know, maybe we can just call this a cough drop mukbang? Mukbang? A cough drop mukbang? Mukbang? Mukbang. That's the weirdest word. I've probably, offended an entire community. I'm sorry. Anyway, why is free shipping a scam? There's a lot of reasons. But the main reason is it rips you off, the consumer. It also, in some ways, can rip the seller off. So I'm going to kind of go through the reasons why I'm making this video, why it's helpful to you, why it's helpful to me, and why it's important. If you're if you're a seller on any type of online platform, let's say eBay, Amazon, Etsy, that kind of thing, you'll notice that they're constantly pushing free shipping. Push free shipping, you know. You get higher placement in search results if you sell free shipping. You get labeled discount shipping rates if you do free shipping. You just all kinds of things, right? Well, there's a reason that they do this. It's because these platforms are making money off of you and off your customer, okay? So why will I never offer free shipping? Well, I have this thing called integrity. So let me kind of take you back for a little bit of history to just kind of talk to you about how I came to this conclusion. So a couple of years back when Etsy first started pushing this free shipping model, I tested it out. I didn't think about it. I didn't think hard about it. I was just like, oh, okay, well, I was kind of like a jump on the bandwagon type of person, which is, in hindsight, was terrible, but I'm a very busy person, so sometimes I just test things, maybe with not giving them much of thought, too much of thought. So I went ahead and ran these tests on 4 platforms, okay? Etsy, Amazon Handmade, eBay, and my own personal website. And on all 4 platforms, I had terrible results. In fact, I ended up losing sales for the month. I killed my sales. On eBay, I killed my sales effectively for an entire month. Because the truth is that shipping is not free. And so in order to sell items under the free shipping model, I have to factor in those costs somewhere. So I'll use this bead as an example. This is an abalone bead that I sell in my shop for, it's currently setting at $14.95 with a $2.95 shipping, $2.95 shipping cost. That's for USA orders. For domestic. For international shipping, it averages around $13.33. Yeah, that's crazy. I know. Don't even get me started on the USPS. But it's the cheapest I can do. It's $13.33 to ship internationally a small 2-ounce bead. If I were to offer free shipping with this bead, I can't really do it in a way that's affordable, because here's why. On all of these platforms, let's just use Etsy as an example, because they're all kind of becoming, like a conglomerate at this point, but let's use Etsy as an example. So Etsy just announced a thing where they're going to penalize sellers for not offering free shipping. In other words, if I don't offer free shipping on my products, I'm going to show up further down in search results. So I'm essentially paying Etsy to bury me. which is crazy just because I don't want to offer you free shipping. Well, I got to look at it this way, okay? I can offer free shipping to domestic customers, right, within the U.S. and take the $2.95 loss on profits. Or I could raise my price up by $2.95, which is somewhat achievable. You know, I mean, you've got a $14.95 bead. If you add $2.95 to it, that might seem a little bit expensive, but when you look at the free shipping portion of it, some people might be like, okay, you know, because I know my customers aren't stupid. Okay, everybody knows that shipping is not free. So they're going to look at that, you know, objectively. However, in order to get the free shipping status and the little button on all of these platforms, I have to offer free shipping across the board. Okay, so how am I supposed to cover $13.33 for international shipping? I have to raise my prices up to what would it be, like something like $28.28 or something like that for one abalone dreadlock bead. So that means I would have to offer it $28.28 for free shipping, and then all of my domestic customers would have to pay something like $10 over the original price just so I can get that little free shipping badge and be on Etsy's good side. Like, no, I refuse to rip off my customers that way. Another thing is too, when you take into consideration all of that, there's still the combined shipping issue, which it's a big issue, especially if I'm like people like me who sell smaller items. So say for instance, if you buy one of my $14.95 beads, at $14.95 plus $2.95 shipping, and then you choose to add another one, I do automatic combined shipping, which means you can buy two of that bead for the same shipping price, $2.95. Okay. If you're an international customer, same thing. $13.33 for 2 beads, 3 beads, 4 beads, 20 beads. Okay. Now, if I were to do the free shipping model and put the price in on the bead for everything, so $13.33 max, so that's $28.28 for that bead, and you wanted to buy more than one of those beads, how am I going to combine and ship that? You're literally going to have to pay the full price of $28.28 for both beads that you want to purchase. But it's free shipping, right? Yeah, no. I literally cannot facepalm any harder because it's such a scam. It's such a scam. I have more integrity than that. And I'm just going to call bullshit when I see it because I just can't do that to my customers. Okay? So, and this is just a quick rant. I know it's ridiculous, but if you are shopping online and you see something that's free shipping, don't fall for it. You're not paying a cheaper price unless you're buying like heavily manufactured items with a low profit margin. You're going to get ripped off, okay? And sellers out there, educate your customers, okay? Most customers already know that shipping isn't free. But allowing your customers to think that it is sets us up for an unhealthy market. Because if we if we offer free shipping, right, and we allow all of our customers to grow into the idea that shipping is actually free, what's going to happen if something happens to our shipping options? What if the USPS becomes privatized and raise their prices? What if they go under? What if UPS goes under? What if all of this stuff is affected somehow, and now all e-commerce sellers are just completely screwed because they've made it seem like this whole entire time shipping is free? Prices are going to skyrocket. Nobody's going to want to buy anything anymore. And it's just nuts. I mean, it's just nuts. People, educate your customers. Let them know the difference between offering free shipping and not offering free shipping. All of you that are looking to start selling online, don't do free shipping. You know what? People know that it takes money to ship stuff. And don't raise your prices and ruin your ability to do combined shipping. And, you know, just don't. It's just so freaking goofy. I mean, at the end of the day, the only reason that this is happening is because companies like Etsy, eBay, Amazon, they make money off of you, right? Because back in the day when I first started selling on Etsy, they didn't take fees on your shipping costs, right? They didn't charge taxes. They didn't charge fees on shipping prices. They only did on the base price of the items. Well, now they take a 5% fee for shipping. I know why they did it originally, because people were inflating their shipping price and making their item appear cheaper. So Etsy was losing out on all of that money. That's completely understandable. But, they can put like a shipping, like a calculated shipping or something like that in place to keep people from inflating their shipping prices. Force people to put the weight of their items in the listings. Don't just start this free shipping model that causes everybody to have to rip off their customers. I mean, but they want money, you see? If you offer free shipping and you inflate your prices to cover that cost, and you've got your international shipping prices figured in and your domestic customer purchases it, Etsy profits on that extra $10 that you gouge your customers for, or the extra $5 or however much it might be. It just depends on your profit margins. My profit margins aren't much. I couldn't even really get away with charging what it actually costs for me, like per hour, to make my stuff. I'm fairly priced, but there's no room in my business model to gouge people. I just won't do it. So all of these platforms that are doing this, they're just catering to resellers. They're just catering to resellers. They're just catering to people with small profit margins, heavily manufactured items. We already know this. We already know this about Amazon. We already know this about eBay. Etsy is going that way. It just is. Eventually, they're going to have to update their brand model to reflect that. Because guess what, Etsy? We see you. We're not stupid, okay? So another thing I failed to mention about combined shipping is, I don't know if, I'm sure Etsy, how could these big companies not look at all angles? I think they do, and I'm almost convinced that they don't care, because by having to raise my price in order to cover international shipping and make it free, it raises the price of the items, which can be a big problem for international buyers because they have to pay taxes and import fees. Most of the time it's called VAT. So if you're like over a certain price on some items, you have to pay more in taxes. So this doesn't benefit the seller or the buyer because I'm going to get less sales from international customers as a result. So literally this free shipping model makes absolutely no sense. I know, especially in the handmade market, the vintage market, and people who ship heavier items, it makes absolutely no sense at all. There's actually a very small margin of people that it actually works for. And another thing that I find crazy too is the reason why Etsy is pushing for this, or at least the way that they're able to justify it. It is because people are 20% more likely to purchase an item if it's marked with free shipping. So I can only conclude that Etsy just wants to just make as much money as they possibly can, which honestly is kind of sucky. Like, it's really terrible that Etsy has come to this because if you think about it, right, all of the handmade, like handmade quality items, like, I'm not saying that my stuff is the best of the best, but I do put a hell of a lot of work into it. People like me, right, if we don't do the free shipping model, we get buried. Okay, so who's left? Who's left in Etsy search? We're looking at mass manufactured items, which isn't the reason why Etsy is there. Okay, people want to go to Etsy for unique handmade things. We're looking at resellers, which is usually mass marketed items sold on Alibaba or other sites like that. It just makes no sense, and it only tells me that Etsy just doesn't care. So here within the next year or two, when you go to Etsy and you're trying to find something really cool, you're going to have to sift through all of the crap just to find a quality item of what you're looking for. You know, like, I just don't get it. I mean, how can they make these changes without changing their business model? I mean, it'd be different if they were just like, were like claiming to be like a, you know, just a general e-commerce marketplace and not a handmade one. But since they're still handmade and they're still going off of this model, like, I'm handmade, how does this even work? Josh Silverman as the CEO of Etsy? Dude, what are you thinking? What I don't get it. It literally sounds like a cop-out to me so that you can make more money on my customers and on me. And I'm not gonna rip off my customers. I'm just not gonna do it. So, anywho, in conclusion, thanks for putting up with my rant. If you're an online seller, please consider what I've said. Please consider how detrimental it would be to the market to allow this trend where it's okay to make people believe that shipping is free. And buyers, my biggest advice to you is if you're buying something that has free shipping and you want multiple of that item, contact the seller. Contact the seller and say, I know there's no such thing as free shipping. Would you be kind enough to offer me a discount if I bought multiple items? Because combined shipping, usually, it just depends on what you're buying. But if you're buying small items like what I make, I can combine them very easily for little to no extra cost. So be aware of that. Be aware of the fact that if you buy multiple items with the free shipping model, you're paying more money. Okay? Free shipping is not free. In fact, most of the time it's more expensive. So anyway. Peace. Waiting for the air conditioning to kick off. La-di-da-di-doo. Ah. I put a toolbox in my living room. I figured I'd start a trend. What you guys think about this cool headscarf? I found it at the thrift store for $1. It's also really long, which is pretty cool. So how you guys doing? Oh, air conditioning kick off. Oh, air conditioning kick off. My camera is literally sitting on a box of boxes. It's a box full of little boxes. It's like box inception. Cough drop mukbangs and living room toolboxes. I'm cool. Not really. Damn it, where are the carving videos? I'm videography challenged. Is that how you say it? Videography? Videography. I'm videography challenged. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyone want to be my camera person? I'm just kidding about that, by the way. I'm literally broke.